I'm much better now that the ladies are back from space.
What were they up there, 10 minutes?
It's so cringy.
Look at us, we're very wealthy. Don't we look great? Admire us.
Katy Perry leapt out of the capsule like she'd just returned from a decade on Mars, then kissed the ground like it was the Grammys' red carpet. It was supposed to be heartfelt, but the internet? They labeled it what it truly was, a painfully cringe, Oscar-worthy performance in the category of overly dramatic re-entry.
He essentially took a roller coaster ride.
Well, it was very profound. I don't know if you've seen Katy Perry talk about it, but she's basically a guru now. Let's not minimize this. Let's celebrate female astronauts.
That's the other thing. There has been female astronauts.
Let's not minimize this.
But if Katy Perry started singing and I was trapped in the vacuum of space, you better believe I'd find a way to end it.
What did they do?
I thought it was condescending. It was belittling to women.
Lots of other people in the media were embarrassing themselves during this ordeal. Oprah Winfrey actually wept as she watched the all-female team launch into space.
It's this most amazing feat ever for mankind. Womankind.
The 11-minute space flight that was touted as some kind of divine feminine gift to humanity.
That was one small step for womankind, one giant leap backwards for man.
So you thought space travel was reserved for elite scientists and fearless astronauts? Adorable. Welcome to 2025, where launching into orbit is the new brunch. These days, the final frontier isn't explored by engineers. It's invaded by influencers with Wi-Fi.
Prior to going up, you said that you needed to go to space to heal. I know you're only a few minutes removed from this.
I feel super connected to love.
Goodness. I will never.
Yes, the same people who need an assistant to carry their designer water bottle are now space travelers. It's no longer about surviving G-forces and radiation. It's about surviving zero gravity without smudging your makeup. NASA used to train people for years. Now all you need is a glam squad, a PR team, and the willingness to post a deep caption like perspective. The most dangerous part of their journey? A broken nail during liftoff. And don't worry, it's not about scientific discovery anymore. It's about which influencer can post the most humble caption while literally hovering above Earth.
Instagram posts.
I've had so many people reach out to me and say, because you did it, it makes me think I can do it too.
You know, it's so funny. She said she's heard from women and girls who have said to her, I didn't realize this is something I could do. You know how I know that didn't happen, Megan? Because it's not something they could do. Because they're not friends with Jeff Bezos, right? Like,
Take up space!
Their message for women was take up space. You guys are taking up too much space.
And you know it's a PR disaster when even other celebrities, who usually applaud each other for blinking, are rolling their eyes. The all-female Blue Origin flight was supposed to be a milestone for women in space. But instead of applause, it got a wave of side eyes and subtle shade. Behind the hashtags and heavily filtered photos was a chorus of, wait, what exactly did they do again? Let's be honest, if your space mission has a red carpet pre-show and an after-party, it's less Apollo 11 and more keeping up with the cosmos. Even Hollywood couldn't pretend to care.
Itself.
That space mission this morning, that's end time shit. Like, this is beyond parody. For what was the marketing there? And then to try to make it like, I'm disgusted, literally.
And you know it's bad when other celebrities come out and mock you. Like that almost, celebrity on celebrity violence almost never happens. But we're witnessing it right now.
Olivia Wilde reposted an image of Katy Perry kissing the ground. She was acting like she got back from Apollo 13.
It's so much money to go to space. Yeah. There's a lot of people who can't even afford eggs. What are they gonna do up there that has made it better for us down here?
Amy Schumer jumped into the chaos, half joking that she was invited last minute, which honestly tracks, because nothing says serious mission like a comedy cameo in Zero Gravity. Sarcastic. It wasn't a space flight, it was a guest appearance.
Last second, they added me to space. I'm bringing this. It was in my bag, and I was like on the subway, and I got the text, and they were like, do you want to go to space? So
Katy Perry held a flower. Supposedly she sang.
Katy sang, what a wonderful world.
She did?
Isn't that nice?
Come on.
She sang, what a wonderful world.
Had I been one of the chosen few revolutionary women, I probably would have just jumped out and let the void of space either suck me in and destroy me, or just begun my descent to Earth at terminal velocity and probably caught fire on the way down. You know, either way, there are many.
Emphatic. Even Martha Stewart, Queen of Calm, couldn't resist a jab. posting a zero-gravity throwback of herself with a Katy Perry lyric. When the lifestyle icon who makes salad arrangements look intense is roasting your mission, it's time to reevaluate.
Martha Stewart, God bless Martha Stewart. She posted something online because she went up in a flight that achieved zero gravity.
I boarded a Boeing 727 aircraft called G-Force One and experienced what astronauts feel when they reach zero gravity.
It's a complete troll. Everyone's trolling them now.
When your own peers, who know how the sausage is made, start side-eyeing your space voyage, you're not inspiring a generation. You're giving the industry second-hand embarrassment.
Missed the mark.
Gayle King, upset, had a few things that she needed to explain to those of us who don't understand what a hero she is.
According to Gayle, emphatic, don't you dare call it a ride. It's a journey, a spiritual one, a transformative odyssey. You know, like those 10-minute roller coasters at Six Flags, except this one comes with hashtags and media training.
Earful.
Please don't call it a ride. That is not a friggin' ride. Whenever a man goes up, no one called that a ride. It was called a flight. It was called a journey, because a ride implies that it's something frivolous or something that's lighthearted. There was nothing frivolous about what we did. What it's doing to inspire other women and young girls, please don't ignore that.
There's nothing frivolous about what we did. Let's see how it went on board the Blue Origin spacecraft.
Flynn, I got you.
With her Daisy?
I got you, Flynn.
Gayle didn't just defend the trip. She went on the offensive like someone had insulted her at brunch. She was practically foaming at the keyboard, passionately explaining how deeply inspirational her 600-second orbit was. She framed it like she broke barriers, climbed Everest, cured space boredom, and returned with enlightenment. According to her, the 10-minute float fest was a moment for women everywhere, as if girls across the globe were suddenly rethinking their dreams because Gayle got strapped into a chair and launched for one Ariana Grande song's worth of time.
Narcissism.
They've gone next level. The montage of them about them.
There, it's dark. It's like death.
And I'm so proud of us. I really am proud of me.
Flowers for me. I brought a daisy because I have so much love for my daughter Daisy, and I have so much love for Mother Earth.
If I can do this, I was telling these guys, I might even now get my ears pierced. I've never gotten my ears pierced because that hurts.
I hope they can see the unity that we modeled and replicate that and understand that we weren't just taking up space, we were making space.
Let's be real. What does astronaut even mean now? Used to be, it took years of physical testing, mental endurance, and academic excellence. Now, you just need a bank account that screams, I don't check my credit card statements. We've officially entered the era of discount astronaut status. No simulations, no sweat. Just a pre-flight selfie, a motivational quote, and suddenly, you're Neil Armstrong with a Wi-Fi connection. At this rate, they're going to start handing out astronaut wings at Coachella.
The reason that Katy Perry is not technically an astronaut right now is because none of the people in this capsule could actually operate anything. It was all being remotely controlled. So it was cool. They took a very, very expensive, very, very cool roller coaster ride.
Lauren Sanchez was also reduced to tears by the experience.
6 women just did the same flight that he did.
Oh, I just want to keep hugging you.
We duplicated the trajectory of Alan Shepard's flight back in the day.
In case you didn't know, Alan Shepard is famous because he was the first American to go to space in 1961. So we don't celebrate the people who do it as on a tourist trip 60 years later. We celebrate the people who were the first to do it. Gayle doesn't want us to say that she took a ride, but that is in fact what she did. She took a ride on a remotely piloted craft. Anyone who denies my achievement is sexist.
Meanwhile, the real astronauts, they're in the background running experiments, fixing space tech, quietly advancing human knowledge, and getting none of the attention. Because apparently, unless you're floating while tossing up a peace sign and staring soulfully into a fisheye lens, your contribution to space just doesn't matter. These celebnauts, they're up there like it's a fashion shoot. Strike a pose, switch the angle, float a bit, then beam back down like they just saved the planet with contour and charisma.
Rocket.
Earth looked it was so quiet.
It was just quiet.
And now we're supposed to celebrate her crossing new barriers for women, meaning boinking a billionaire and getting a free ticket to space for 11 minutes.
It was belittling to women. And
I'm still stuck on the fact that Gayle King actually used the word astronauts. You are there on a vanity project of Jeff Bezos and his fiance. They got in their special Oscar de la Renta designed suits, laid down in a capsule, and came back in 10 minutes, you guys.
They admired the universe, and what they were expecting was for us to admire the fact that they were rich enough and famous enough to have been granted this utterly, utterly vacuous experience from which they learned absolutely nothing.
And we mustn't forget Lauren Sanchez, who shouted, "Girl power," as she floated past Earth's curvature. Somewhere, the Spice Girls felt a disturbance in the force.
Space. I don't think you can describe it, because, you know what I was saying? It was like quiet, but then also really alive.
But the ego trip is what truly took off. As the Earth spun below them, these celebs were having full-on existential moments about how deeply they were changing the world by doing nothing. Like, wow, I saw Earth from above. I'm forever transformed. Meanwhile, back on Earth, we're all trying to figure out if our rent is due on the 1st or the 5th. And Lauren Sanchez, bless her, turned her space tour into a TED Talk about empowerment, as if being Bezos's girlfriend is now a form of activism. It's not a mission, it's a flex, a very shiny, very expensive flex.
And this right here is the moment that they've been training for. 2 days, becoming a crew, becoming a team.
But the training, it all comes down to, literally they learned how to buckle their seatbelts. And I asked my team to poll, like, what did they do during their 2 days? Their tasks, they spent the past 2 days practicing how to get into and out of the New Shepard capsule.
And the internet? It did what it does best. Turned the whole thing into a digital roast session. Twitter, TikTok, Reddit. Every corner of the web lit up with jokes about their egosphere. People compared the trip to a really expensive group selfie with turbulence. The mocking was relentless. But instead of laughing along, these celebrities went full martyr mode, lecturing critics like we were the ones missing the point. Unless you've been to space, you don't understand. Oh, right. Sorry for questioning your inspirational TikTok from the troposphere.
Gayle? We are the Taking Up Space crew. There's 6 of us, all women. It's a historical flight to space because it's the first time that all women have been in space.
The accomplishment of Blue Origin is that Katy Perry went to space. Do you see the difference? Do you understand the difference here? The accomplishment is not that, it is not in the hands of these women. These women did nothing. Truly, they could not have possibly done less for this 11-minute voyage.
They really believe they're trailblazers. That one day, little girls will open history books and say, wow, she really empowered women by floating for 8 minutes and posting about it.
It's space tourism. The fact that they're trying to sell it as some revolutionary thing is f***ing hilarious. Yeah, first all-female flight crew. It's not a flight crew. That's like I'm calling myself the flight crew because I went on Soarin' at Epcot at Disney World. Did you know I'm also a paranormal investigator because I've been on the Haunted Mansion at Disney World approximately 6 times?
This isn't the space race anymore. It's the fame race. A shiny new arena for bored billionaires and their entourage to play pretend explorer. And why not? It's great PR. They get headlines, photo ops, applause from their followers, and the illusion of being visionaries. Meanwhile, space agencies are begging for funding, and actual missions that might benefit humanity are buried under the noise of a celeb shouting, "We did it," after a 600-second joyride. Space used to be the future. Now it's a backdrop for Instagram stories.
On the moon. Feels like you hand-selected a couple of friends to go do this. I mean, it should have been a lottery system like Willy Wonka where just 7 random people
pull out some guy who's not supposed to be here.
Just a cashier at HEB, someone from MS-13.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Get him in. Someone from Tren de Agua and Lauren Sanchez and Gayle.
So let's not pretend this was some kind of feminist breakthrough. You didn't pave the way for women, you just paved the way for more influencers to float around while spouting motivational quotes. This wasn't a moment for humanity, it was a moment for your highlight reel. And for the rest of us, we're just over here juggling bills, side hustles, and hoping we can still afford coffee. But thank you, truly. You've shown us that if we ever want to make history, all we need is a billionaire boyfriend and a decent camera crew. Empowerment achieved.